we're going good news, bad news today, right? Matt Gaetz' ethic report says the drug use and sex with a minor violated state laws. So maybe we might possibly see something. Former Representative Matt Gaetz, this is out of CBS News, former Representative Matt Gaetz, a Florida Republican who briefly stood to become President-elect Donald Trump's nominee to be Attorney General. How scary is that? Was found by congressional ethics investigators to have paid numerous women, including a 17-year-old girl, for sex, and to have purchased and used illegal drugs, including from his Capitol Hill office. Wow. What the hell is this? Those are among the findings of the long-running investigation by the House Ethics Committee into Gaetz, which concluded the former Florida congressman violated multiple state laws related to sexual misconduct while in office. The committee determined that there is substantial evidence that Representative Gaetz violated House rules and other standards of conduct prohibiting prostitution, statutory R, illicit drug use, impermissible gifts, special favors and or privileges, and obstruction of Congress, the 37-page report concludes. On Monday, Gaetz filed a lawsuit in federal court seeking to block the release of the reports. Yeah, that's exactly what you do when you're innocent. On Monday, he filed a lawsuit in federal court seeking to block the release of the report, saying that he is now a private citizen and not subject to jurisdiction of the committee. That is hilarious. When you have to reach to that point. You have to reach to that point to make it so that you don't look like more of a scumbag. It's not, dude, you're already cooked. You're already a scumbag. Like, we already know. You're not, it's not new. We're not, yeah. Like, stop it. Stop it. All right? Let's see here. Gaetz resigned from Congress in November. Coincidentally, after Trump announced plans to nominate him for Attorney General, but facing opposition from some fellow Republicans, Gaetz withdrew from a consideration a week later. The release of the ethics report brings to a close, at least for now, Gaetz' incendiary tenure on Capitol Hill, where he became one of the most vocal and provocative members of the pro-Trump faction in Congress. That is that is the ilk of people that are going to be running the show from 25 to 28, baby. Gaetz denied improper conduct and asserted claims were a smear invented by his political enemies. The committee said that the congressman refused to sit for sworn testimony, something that people always do when they're innocent. Though he did submit written answers to some of the committee questions. Of course, we all do. That is the best way to figure out whether or not you're lying. Write it down. The report gives a fresh voice to allegations of misconduct that have circulated around Gaetz for years in spite of his firm denials. It draws on testimony from witnesses who told the committee that they were paid to have sex with Gaetz, text messages discussing transactions, and Venmo and PayPal receipts. Among the report's most lurid findings, they were allegations of intercourse and drug-fueled parties, and traveled, including a 2018 trip to the Bahamas, where witnesses say he took ecstasy and had intercourse with 4 women. From 2017 to 2020, Representative Gaetz made tens of thousands of dollars in payments to women that the committee determined were likely in connection with intercourse activity and or use of illicit substances. Noted the report, which lists payments totaling more than $90,000 to 12 different women. Wow. It's one thing to pay for women for intercourse, but good Lord Almighty. The committee said it also received testimony that in a 2017 party, Gaetz twice had intercourse with victim A, who was 17 years old at the time and had just completed her junior year in high school. A victim recalled receiving $400 in cash from Representative Gaetz that evening, which she understood to be payment for intercourse. The committee wrote, a victim said that she did not inform Representative Gaetz that she was under 18 at the time, nor did he ask her age. Shocker. In his written report to the committee, Gaetz denied having sex with a minor. The Department of Justice previously investigated Gaetz for violating intercourse traffic laws, but did not bring the charges. Dude, this is insane. In a statement posted on Twitter last week, Gaetz said, "In my single days, I often sent funds to women I dated. Even some I never dated, but who asked. I dated several of these women for years. It's embarrassing, though not criminal, that I probably partied, womanized, drank, and smoked more than I should have earlier in life. I live a different life now." Bruh, that was like 6 years ago. That's insane. But hey, you know what? Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I'm glad he is getting investigated. I hope the lawsuit gets dropped.